Hello. I thought I would do a little video about the event we had. We had an event July 15th and 16th, Friday and Saturday, and we stayed at the Marriott Hotel right across from the Oak Brook Shopping Center. It was a nice location right outside of Chicago, and it went really well. So I thought I would share some footage we have of that. And it was supposed to be a Friday and Saturday. Actually, some people came in on Thursday, and some people stayed till Sunday too. So it was longer. It was from Thursday to Sunday, really, is what it was. And but it was a good crowd. We had a lot of fun, and I know some others wanted to make it. I know things come up, and we decided we're going to do it again next year or some other time down the road here. Maybe it'll be quicker than next year. Next week. And so we'll be doing more of these. And we had a good time. We had a conference room in the Marriott, so that was our meeting place, and there's some footage of that. And we also took a trip to the Theosophical Society national headquarters in Wheaton, Illinois, which is right outside Chicago. So we rented a bus, and we all went to TS in Wheaton. We did that on Saturday, and there was a New Age bookstore there, and there was a library, and there's the main building, and 40 acres of land, and a lot of history there. And I've been fortunate enough to know the place since I was 4 years old. So I was able to show people around and share some things about the place that I knew. And it was a good time. It was a good time. And we're going to do it again. One of the things that was the main reason for the event was to meet face to face. It was a social thing. There was no class. I didn't hold a class or anything like that. So it was a pretty low key and low cost type of situation. There was no class that you were paying for. It was just us getting together as a bunch of tarot enthusiasts. And we've known each other. We've been seeing each other on Zoom meetings here for a while. So we decided to have a social thing and just get together and share ideas and good conversation for a few days. And it was really nice. What I really noticed about it that I thought was really interesting to see is these people that came were obviously people that I've been seeing and talking with on our Zoom meetings. And I wanted to see how much of a difference that was going to be, an effect on me, meeting them face to face versus the Zoom meeting. And that was the first chance I ever had to really have a unique situation where I've been knowing people for a few years, some of them now, and now meeting them on Zoom meetings, and now meeting them actually face to face. And there is something about the human energy that can't be captured in a Zoom meeting. So meeting these people in person, you could feel that energy. It was good. So we all had a good time. One of the nice surprises of the whole situation was Akeeya, a friend of ours who we've been working with for, I don't know, 25, 30 years, I guess. She's a psychic. And she has what's called galleries. And galleries, I don't know if she still calls them galleries or what she calls them now. But she'll fill a room of people. And then she'll just come in and she'll start telling you things about every one of you, what's around you, what maybe people around you or energies around you, things you're going through, and a little bit about yourself. And people pay money to sit in those rooms and have her do that. All the way from the East Coast to Chicago. And she's very successful with that. And we invited her to come as a friend, just to come. And she decided to actually do a gallery for the people in the conference room. So she just went with each one of you, each one of them, and did a gallery. We were not expecting her to do that. I would never ask her to do something like that. I just wanted her to come. Linda and I wanted her to come, her and V, her partner, and have a good time. And she decided to just let it out, and she did. And it was nice. So it was a nice treat for everybody. And she did a gallery there. So that was, I thank you, Akia. And you know you didn't have to do that. That was not our intent. And we're just glad you were there, just like everybody else. I'm sure her and Linda will be talking about it. The one thing I could say, about Akia, like I said, I've known her a long time, and we have worked with her, and she's really special. But there's one thing she's got going for her that I really noticed with this, because it was my event here, and I was sitting right next to her. I'm usually not in those galleries, but she has a way of grabbing you. She got an energy about her that if you're in that room, she's got your attention. And she's got a real talent for that. And it was really a treat to see her work. So, so anyway, seeing we have pretty much her whole session there, I think, is on video here. I thought I would share that in this YouTube. We're gonna have it on here. The sound is good, and so I'm putting it on next year. We're gonna have Akia and doing one of her galleries here. And Akia, if that's not what you call them anymore, I apologize. I don't know what you call it. But you're just doing your thing, and see what you think of this and enjoy it.
With you?
Probably.
Pick one, anyone.
Okay. Here.
I thought we could play a little bit. Can we play a little bit, just a little bit?
Sure.
Everything gets real serious real fast, so it's kind of nice if I can play. I'll pay you for that deck after we're done,
You don't have to.
friend. Well, I'm going to.
All right, here. This is for you.
She won't take it.
This is for you.
Thank you. What a wonderful game. Oh my gosh. Oh, hot off the presses, huh?
They're in order though, yeah.
Let's have some fun.
So the Swiss?
I would like to get to know each and every one of you if it's possible, so I think it's a lot of fun to be able to just have a moment with your permission. If you don't want me to do anything, I will pass on, not a problem. You know, when I was coming up here, those of you who have gone on this journey since the time you were born, have you noticed the energies have changed all around us, even outside? And driving up here was a beast. There's all types of energies and entities and things just on 294, all the way down. It was kind of a very scary thing. It was really, but I was focused on you guys. I was focused on what you were coming here for, because Vince is a very great reader, and he's very intuitive. When Vince did his first readings for me, he was very thorough. He was able to synopse it even in just a few words, enough that his readings have always been 100% accurate for me. So And I've witnessed him over the decades do what he does so well. And he's, it's a privilege. It's a privilege to see where his energy has blossomed into. You're all wonderful blossoms. And I loved what you were talking about, Vince, about this is the best way to channel is, or the best way to share reading as far as I know, just sit your conscious mind down. It doesn't belong in the reading. They don't care what happened in your life. They just want you to listen and pinpoint for them exactly what is the direction. Now, it's not going to be the solution, but it'll give them some focus, an opportunity. And here's what's going to happen to many of you. You've had this experience before. Somebody will sit in front of you and they will ask you, you will give them your best after looking at those cards. You will say, okay, in my best opinion, this is what's happening. But then you'll have that same person probably go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, who knows how many other people, and then they end up back in front of you. Have you had that happen yet? Okay, it's important because they're sifting through what works best. And those who sit with you, whether you do this as a solitary or with many, those who sit with you are meant to sit with you. It's not just a coincidence. It's a divine space, a moment where your awesome energy, your abilities, you're sharing that. And honey, you're worth every penny. It's an exchange of energy. And those of you who've been doing this, especially professionally, you can cleanse, you can clear, you can solidify, you can do all kinds of stuff. Everybody has funk in their junk. And so that's why when you have your cards, especially if you feel resonate, I have had, how many of you have done this? I've seen decks that are so pretty. I want that deck. And I get it, and it's not mine. It's not for me. It's pretty, but the energy doesn't vibe with me. So I think some of you have found that Vince's cards work well for you. You might have found other decks that work well. And sometimes it's okay to change up. What feels good to you? You know what feels good to you. You know. So anyhow, we're going to have a game, okay? Pick a number between 1 and 5. Good. I always blow on them. I always smell them too. You have to sometimes to clear that energy. It's okay to do that. But I also love them. Let's start with our 5s. We're going to go after what the Master Vince has said here. Let's start with the end. Okay? Now, this is a group reading. There is a reason why you all came here at this time together. Some of you jive really good with each other, and some of you it's just like, oh God, it's a Brillo pad! Prickly pears. But I don't think there's many prickly pears in the group at all. And you know what? I'm a prickly pear too. Mr. V says I go Mr. Chow on him all the time. So I don't know if you know who Mr. Chow is, but he does. Okay, so the first card that we have are for number 5s. You don't have to identify yourself. 5s are ready for change, right? We'll go with numerology, simple. 5s, you got the 2 of Cups. You're here because there are some people here that you love what you're doing. It's a passion for you. And if it's not a passion, we're all seeking passion, aren't we? Don't just settle. Don't fake it. No one in here is a fake. You are all authentic, you are all genuine, and you are all glorious. So fun to look at you because I can see so much in all your energy fields. So you number 5s, and then you decide, how do you interpret this card for yourself? Because I always say this to anyone who comes to see me, your interpretation is better than my interpretation. I'm just telling you, this is what I see. And that 2 of Cups, that feels good, doesn't it? Doesn't that feel good for this group? You should have t-shirts for this group with 2 of Cups on it. Yeah? Because this is like, is this the first one? Is this the first gathering?
Yeah, this is the first.
I think this is something special right here. That's a special thing. Okay, now okay. So anyhow, there's it is. Balance, love. So people are going to come to you. They're going to need you. Okay, now we're going to go to the number 4. Whoever chose the number 4, Cooperation. You guys are the cooperate. We gotta cooperate. Now here's the thing. Oh, sometimes I'm stubborn. I'm OCD and I'm very, very stubborn. And this card is saying, but the oh, no, it's not. It's shifted. Holy cow, I went into a different dimension. That was weird. It was the 4 of Cups in front of me, and now it's the 3 of Cups. Many dimensions. You guys are gathering on many dimensions and many times, so suck it all in. Okay, 4 of Cups, side 1 dimension. 3 of Cups, other one. Celebration of love. So there's another group, other groups and other dimensions right now, layered babies, that are saying cooperation and if you cooperate, you celebrate. And cooperate what your intuition is telling you when you're doing a reading. Don't just look at that card. Pay attention to the person's energy. How are they responding? You know, and it's not for you. It's not for you to judge their response. It's for you to be sensitive to it. And don't use it to sway what you know is your truth and your integrity as a reader or whatever you call yourself. I hope you call yourself some fabulous things. I hope you acknowledge your fabulousness. I hope you do that when you're doing this, because for far too long, this has been taken to the icky place. Oh, who does this kind of stuff? Ooh, it's Halloween. This is not what this is. This can be life-changing. So this is a group of love. I shuffled this deck too.
No, they're in order. Well, I mean, I gave them to you, they're brand new deck, so.
Yeah, I shuffled them.
Oh, did you? Oh, cool.
Okay, well, so now we're right in the middle. I always think of that as balance on some level. And there is our 4 of Cups. That is so bizarre. Did I switch them over? No, I didn't. Different dimension, right? The balance is cooperation. Okay, honey, honey, honey. If somebody comes to see you and you're doing your very best and the energy isn't conducive to a great reading because maybe they got some funky funk, it's okay for you to say no thank you. It's okay for you to say I can't do this, the energy's not conducive at this time. Of course you want to get paid. I do a lot of things pro bono. That is part of the job for me. So you can't always, there is an exchange of energy somehow, some way. But ask yourself, do you want to sit across from someone that exchanges energy with you that makes you feel creeped out? I say to you, nay, nay. Nay, nay, don't do it. Not time. All right, so here we go. We're in the middle. Balance, just cooperate. The best readings come with those who cooperate. And you know what the best readings are? The doubting Thomases. I love those doubting Thomases. Let them sit before me. Let me have some fun. Let me look at you. And then go. I don't want to hear about your life story. I don't want to hear anything that's going on. I just want to look at you. And then when I look at you, you go find out and see if that's who I saw. And if you like that, they'll come back because they want to see. They liked it. They said, this is a confirmation. You're a confirmation. That's part of what you're exchanging. You're exchanging a confirmation from your wisdom. From your wisdom. From your beautiful source of wisdom. Now listen, always, as far as I'm concerned, highest good. Some people, I have witnessed people who have done the tarot not good things. Okay, and because I've been scanning this room, I'm so grateful to see the quality of individuals that are doing this work. You are called. You are called. All right, so those were the number 3s or the number 4, the 4 of Cups. Okay, that's you. That's what brings you balance right now. And I feel like I'm supposed to say to the 4s in here, you are so good at giving love. Allow yourself to receive. Allow yourself to receive. I feel like I'm supposed to say that out loud. Okay, we got our number 2s. You got the 5 of Cups. 2s. Of course, is balance, couple, teamwork, partnership. 2. And you got the 5. Man, maybe, you know what's really cool is? Mr. V is an incredible chef. He makes the succotash. I sit there like Schmiegel, mine succotash, mine. And he makes it, and every time he does it, it gets better and better and better. Well, you know, change in love, just keep it simple, 5. A change in love basically means this may be the springboard for you to go and do something else. This may be something that opens up a door for you to do something else. And the last, number 1s, you got the death card. Dun, dun, dun. This I say to you, number 1s in this room. Live, baby, live. Now that, keep going. Live, not death. It just means, okay, let's close that door, another chapter opens. And look at this wonderful chapter you're on. I bet there are many of you who, when you took this journey, you had to experience opposition of some sort. I am sure there are many of you who have. I would say to you, accept yourself, and what a wonderful, wonderful world it is knowing you're here. Thank you for your time. I hope that helped, assisted in some way, shape, or form. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome.
And yeah, this is wonderful. First time in Chicago.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Sweet home, Chicago. You gonna have some pizza then?
That's what they're ordering.
Oh girl, oh girl.
That's what I heard.
So good, so good, so good. Pleased to meet you. Pleased to meet you. And you are?
I'm Lynn.
Lynn.
I'm a full-time RVer.
Oh, I love it.
That's kind of me.
So you drove out here?
I drove up from South Carolina. I was visiting my
South Carolina. My daughter's headed out that way to get married. It's so beautiful. Wow. I'm grateful to meet you today. How long have you been doing tarot?
50 years.
Whoa.
Off and on, you know. I've
Awesome.
done a little bit of everything.
That's excellent. Excellent. I'm pleased to meet you. Pleased to meet you very much so. And you are?
I'm Suzanne.
Suzanne. Pleased to meet you,
Nice.
Suzanne.
Thank you. From Michigan City, Indiana, about 64 miles from here. Been reading for maybe two and a half years.
Wow.
Found Vince on YouTube, and it just like ordered all the books, and I went, yeah, I can do this.
Awesome. By Try On Farms, Mr. B.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love the labyrinth there.
Yeah, I was, oh my gosh, I was just thinking, what if you walk the labyrinth that's out there?
Yes, yes.
Very nice.
A very dear friend of mine, Paula Harden, actually constructed that labyrinth. She brought in stones from all over the world. Maybe you guys on your next visit, you could take them to theirs because it's beautiful, that labyrinth. But they had the Dalai Lama, the Tibetan monks, and Oprah came out to that space and blessed it. Yeah, I've walked it many times, and there's probably a couple of items in the center. I don't know, sometimes people take them, but you remember how you get to the center of the labyrinth?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I always try to leave something there. Yeah.
I did. I left something there with my troubles, so.
Whoa.
Yeah, that was, yeah, I'm very fortunate to be in that area.
Wow. Okay, so just because every time I look at someone, I see stones, I'm just going to tell you the stones I see right off the bat, just because just because I can see it. You are like almost like a golden kunzite. And I don't know if I've ever seen golden kunzite before, but you are golden kunzite. There's usually pink, you sometimes, yeah, but hedonite is like green, but you're like golden kunzite. That might be a stone that's coming out, or maybe it's already there. You, my dear, are just the most beautiful, brilliant blue topaz, but it also goes into celestite, which was really cool. So if you remember these stones, look up the properties that might assist you on your journey at this time. You, sweetheart, oh my God, you was an amethyst cathedral. Like I went, it was like, when I went, it was like, oh, it was like everything's cleared. Everything is clear there. It's a very spiritual, strong space, a very sacred space. Now, who are you, darling?
My name is Betsy.
Betsy.
I'm in a Chicago suburb.
Woo! Which one?
It's Cary, Illinois.
Okay, okay.
So out in the-
I'm not familiar. We're close to Oak Forest, Orland Park, Tinley Park.
Oh, okay, yourself, yeah.
Yeah, that area. Okay.
I've lived all over Illinois, just right now it's been a suburb, so, but grew up in a little small town called Momence, Illinois, which is by Kankakee, if you know where that is. And I bought my first deck of cards when I was a teenager, and thanks to COVID, I'm back. So I found this group, this amazing group, and it's just been so much fun.
Wow.
Yeah.
Definitely kunzite energy, but you got a speck of moldavite. Yeah, speck of moldavite. Try not too much, just a little bit, little sprinkle.
Cool.
But kunzite, not kunzite, kyanite, and moldavite. That's what I see. And then there's a skeleton dragon, which means there's a strength that you have that you kind of let die, and it's trying to resurrect itself. So I thought that was really interesting. And who's this lovely next to you?
Hi, I'm Christy, and I'm from Indiana. And I lived in Milwaukee though for a while, and I just returned to Indiana. I lived in Milwaukee for about 30 years, which I started my tarot readings. I've been playing with the tarot for 30 years. And I'm a retired music teacher and a retired addiction mental health counselor. And I'm just re-pursuing my journey in tarot because I'm retired and I have time.
Oh, I think it's lovely. You crack me up because as you're talking there, you got these little wings that go like a little fairy or something. And it was just like, it was the cutest thing. Petalite, Petalite, very pink, very soft. It was really cool to see that, but right behind it was like this massive piece of black tourmaline, which basically says, no editing, I don't mean to offend anybody, don't fuck with me. That was what it said. It's just like, look at this, but okay, it was really good. And how about you, sweetheart?
My name is Martha, and we drove up from northwest Alabama, Florence, along Monroe County.
Oh, both of you from Alabama. That's so wonderful. So did you drive? Did you fly?
We chose to drive. It was just, we'd be independent, and we thought we could drive. It'd be
Was the
an
drive good
adventure.
for you too?
Yes, it was. Yes.
Whoa, I bet you have a lot to talk about when you go home, like on the drive home. Whoa, how fun is that? Very wonderful meeting both of you. Thank you very much.
It's very nice meeting you.
Oh, thank you. Lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli, baby girl. And then there was this emerald. Oh, it came through so strong, this emerald. I pray that you always have a piece of emerald on you at all times, because it's important for your energy field. Close to your heart would be very, very good. And what is your name?
Linda.
Here? Linda?
I moved to Alabama a year ago to try new things, and tarot is one of them.
Whoa, you remind me of a peony blossom. It's almost like the flower, the peony.
Yes.
You're like a peony blossom. So it's almost like, to me, your lotus is beginning to blossom, which means your kundalini is rising. And in order to do that, you need to give yourself permission to do some things that in the past you might have said, no, I can't do that, but I'm going to do it. That's what it feels like.
Cool.
It really is so cool to look at your energy field. And I'm going to tell you something, apophyllite. Apophyllite would be excellent. Have you ever seen apophyllite pyramids? They look like little, they're clear, they look like quartz, but and they have rainbows and stuff. She's like apophyllite would be good. I was told that if you take some apophyllite, try not to put it in with ice because sometimes people will swallow it and I don't want them to do that. But if you put it in some water and let it sit for at least 6 hours, it's like caffeine. It'll energize your energy field. Yeah, but don't swallow the apophyllite. Okay, yeah, but you can do that and it would be good for you because it feels like that needs to go inside to help energize you. For some reason, I'm supposed to say that to you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, now I don't know what's happening here, but there's an energy as I'm switching here between you, sweetie, and you, sweetie. There's an energy that somebody gave somebody a rope and was holding on to it, but the person refused to hold it. And the result of that is maybe whatever was feared or whatever it was happened. So it's almost kind of like I'm supposed to say the words, you reached your hand out, and if they didn't want to grab it, they didn't do it because there's something wrong with you. It's just they made a personal choice. I'm supposed to say that. So who are you, sweetie? And you don't have to think about that too much. I'm just saying it so I don't have to look at it anymore because they'll follow me out the door and say, why didn't you say that? I'm like, okay. So tell me who you are and what your name is.
I'm Laura. Third generation, born in Chicago, live in Indiana now.
Wow.
I'm here with my two daughters.
Who are you two? Really? Beauties. Whoa. I like your tattoo.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Oh, well, thank you for being here. How long have you been reading the tarot?
Vince, I'm one of Vince's students. I used to get readings from him on my birthday. And we were winding up one time, 2015? 2015.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, we were kind of talking and he said, you'd probably be a good reader. He said, you got a good voice for it. I said, really? He said, yeah, I'll charge you as much to teach you as to read for you. So he taught me, over time, taught me to read.
And what did you discover for yourself?
It's just, I love the storytelling. I love it. I would do it for free.
You're doing good with it.
Yeah, I can't watch that. Timing is the bane of my professional reading because I take people hostage and I'll be talking for an hour and a half.
You have ruby and zoisite energy. Zoisite, Z-O-I-S-I-T-E, ruby in zoisite. It's really a pretty stone, and you'll love it. Just I could watch your energy field. Yeah, I like looking at you because you have a ladder in your energy field, which means that you do help others to just move up to that next level. Somehow, some way, you're able to do that. And sometimes they're hanging on by the tip of their fingers. But you're helping them to just say, you just take one more step and you'll be in a better space. So good for you. Good for you. And who are you? Oh, I'm sorry. You were going to say something.
You were saying encouragement is something that I have to give.
You're very good at encouraging, yeah. And you will have those who will come to you that are on their last leg. Like they may even want to just give up. And for some reason, you just have that one step that helps them to just say, oh, I can do this. Just that one step at a time thing, and that's what it is. And this is your daughter here?
Yes, my name is Sasha.
Sasha.
Yeah, I'm 25 years old, so she's third generation, which means I'm fourth generation, Chicago born. Recent college graduate, I do modeling on the side. I've been reading tarot for about 3 years or so. I kind of picked it up from my mom. She was doing it, and I ended up kind of looking over her shoulder and pointing out a few things at first, and then she gave me my first tarot deck, and I just kind of started.
Which is always good. Vince, you're the archetype of the bowler. You are really bowling. I mean, you feel like you're getting those strikes. So you're doing really good. And what's really interesting about you, Vince, right now you're obsidian energy. So you decide what kind of obsidian you want to be. Silver obsidian, gold obsidian, rainbow obsidian. But you're obsidian because your ball is obsidian. There you go. I'm watching you. So the archetype of the bowler. Good for you. And you're like the head of the team. You ever watch a bowling game? And they're like you're in the league, and everybody's looking like he's gonna do the winning strike. It's a very, very good thing. Okay, wait. I have to ring it because I got to clear because I got into another zone with Vince's energy. Here we go. I do it like this. did I? Moved that energy, didn't I? Yeah, you're not the same person you were before I went in for the Haven't you noticed that when you're having a reading, you gotta be serious, but you can also have a sense of humor, right? Come on, have a sense of humor. That's what we're supposed to do and stuff like that. It was really nice because I said, I saw your Larimar. I saw the ocean. I saw the Larimar close to the ocean. I felt peace there, but I also saw a shadow hawk. Yeah, I saw a shadow hawk, and it was funny because the more closer I looked at it, the more it looked like something that somebody in the military would wear. So it told me that you had your defenses up about something, but it was interesting to witness that. Yeah, because it kind of felt like Rambo. I went in and I saw Rambo. Yeah, but that's just you, between you and I. That's all I saw. It doesn't mean that you're not love and light. Oh, no, no, no. It's the same thing as the beautiful lady across the way there. Just don't fuck with you. Right? Come on.
So anyway, the event went well. And it was just a weekend of just getting together, sitting around and talking. And we're all interested in the tarot cards. So that's, basically what we're talking about and just socializing. And some people brought some stuff to trade or give away. There was that going on too, extra decks of cards that they didn't want and books and things like that. And we just all had a good time. And next year I'll be planning on something like this again. It'll happen again. So it was a fun time for all. And I'm sure we'll do it again soon, next year. Anyway, we are going to be planning on having, I spoke with some of the people there. I've told you we're going to do another event. And I was planning on, I think it'll be next year, sometime next year. But I'm thinking about doing is getting a booth as a vendor at some festival or some festival somewhere around Chicago here. And being a vendor there, we'll have our tent and we'll have tables and all that, and inviting people to come work the fair with us. And you'd be a reader at one of our events. It'll be a new festival that we haven't done. So I'm going to try to find one that I think would be promising for us. And what we'll do is we'll find a motel nearby. So you would be staying in a motel then. We would all be staying in a motel. And at least I think this is my plan right now. And we'll find out a way to get you to and from there. And you would just work the fair with us. So if we had, let's say we had 10 people, I wanted to do that. And let's say the festival goes for 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Well, you might work a few hours each day, depending on how many people we have. Those are 12-hour events a day. And I don't know, we'll just work it out. So you'll make some of your money back, that's for sure. And I'll work out the details with that later. But that's something we're thinking about doing. I think it'd be fun. So anyway, we had a good time, worked out well, and that's all there is to it. Worked out good. Tarot event, July 15th and 16th, 2022. And I'll be planning some other stuff to do this some more. So anyway, keep throwing cards. We'll talk soon. Bye. Oh, I wanted to mention one other thing. The next Zoom meeting is 26th of July. See you there.